Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecock Dynasty here on College Football 26. We only have one more episode after this one before we have postseason action, off-season action soon to come as well. I'm super excited because we're playing unbelievably well in this first season, which I kind of knew was going to be a possibility, a very likely possibility, because we're starting with the team that already was ranked headed into the real life season. And we've got a bunch of really good players, including a star quarterback in Lenore Sellers, a top receiver in Nick Harbor, a really, really good edge rusher in Dylan Stewart. So we already had the pieces in place to be a good team at the get-go, but there was also the caveat of me being horrible at video games, especially sports video games, and also Heisman difficulty being what it is. So I didn't know if that combination would make it harder, and it's kind of been fairly simple. We did lose a game already this season, the first game of the year, unfortunately, to Virginia Tech. But next season we'll reschedule Virginia Tech and we'll get our rematch. We'll get our win back. So we don't have to worry about that. We are undefeated in the SEC. We are a lock to play in the SEC Championship if we continue to win these games. But we've got a kind of interesting doubleheader today. We've got Ole Miss in week number 10. Then we have a bye week in week 11. And then week 12, we have to play Texas A&M. And I think one of the games, or maybe both of them, are at their place or away. So that could be pretty difficult. Maybe the Texas A&M game is home. I don't remember to be sure. But I know obviously for a fact that the Ole Miss game is on the road. So this could be difficult. I mean, you never know. These SEC environments could be pretty tough. We've been lucky to have some of the most difficult teams we've had to play be at our place. That's been kind of a break in the schedule, but this one against Ole Miss could be pretty difficult. Also, in the last episode, we had a breakthrough in recruiting where we got some big-time 5-stars, including the number 3 player in the entire country, Joshua Wood, defensive tackle, to come recruit or come commit to the Gamecocks. So our recruiting has been very good. We're also looking to bring in some more 5-stars within this episode. Maybe that's going to happen. I don't know. Let's go find out. If you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe, join the Juice Club, and let's go finish this season, or get closer to finishing this season, and hopefully stay undefeated in the SEC. It is week 10 today as we start the episode, and we will have 3 weeks in this episode because obviously the middle week, week 11, is a bye week. But if we take a quick little peek at recruiting, we can see what we've done so far this year. Here's who the man that I mentioned, Joshua Wood, 5-star defensive tackle gem, number 3 player in the entire nation, has committed to the Gamecocks. And he's not going anywhere because his playing time is his deal breaker, and he's got an A+. So where he's not going anywhere. 6'4", 306, pretty decently sized defensive tackle with some pretty decent abilities right out the gates. He's got 95 strength right off rip, 85 tackling. His power moves is 86. His hit power is a 92. So he is a pure power archetype, which is not necessarily the greatest archetype you can have for a defensive lineman, but he's going to be pretty good right out the gates. I can feel it. And I'm just hoping that his development trait is comparable to what his starting ratings are going to be. We also brought in Jamerson Willett, who is the number 13 player in the nation. He's a will linebacker thumper archetype. We only scouted him to 87 or 80%, but he is pretty decent. He's a good athlete. He's got 81 speed, 81 tackling, 81 zone coverage, 87 hit power. So he is a thumper. He's gonna pop some footballs out during his career. I can just feel it. We had Felix Coatney already signed a couple episodes ago. Otis Major, although his playing style is now a D- for a deal breaker, he's a speedster archetype, which means he's probably just going to need receiving yards, I would think. No, receptions. We're only averaging 91 receptions this season, so we need to throw the football more. The only problem is we also need to run the football more because Josh Thomas, who is a 4-star or a 5-star running back, has a deal breaker of C+, and we might just be out of his recruitment. even though he looks like a really, really good running back, Penn State might just be too much to handle. We're also trying to bring in Kareem Carmen, but battling against Oregon is not ideal. He's on campus, on Oregon's campus this week in week 10, so he might just outright commit to the Ducks, even though he's a pure power archetype, which, especially on the edge, is not what you want. But he's a 5-star that could help the team out right away, and you never want to lose out on 5 stars. The one 5-star left that we're probably going to get is Cameron Daniel, who is also an archetype thumping linebacker. He's not as good as the linebacker that we have brought in, Jamerson Willett, but he's a very good athlete, and he could also, since he's an athlete, he might be good at other places. So, who knows? He's 6'3", 225. So those are the 5 stars that we have left over on the board. We might only end up with one of them, unfortunately. We probably could have ended up with 2 of them if the deal breaker stuff wouldn't have impeded our recruiting, because it obviously takes all of our hours away once the deal breaker happens. You have to start recruiting him. So that kind of sucks. But we're going after some more 5 stars, or some more 4 stars, I mean. So we will end up making this class worthwhile, especially with the portal at the end of the season. So this class is going to end up being pretty good. As far as stats go, before we get into this episode against Ole Miss, we've got ourselves Lenore Sellers with almost 2,000 yards and 23 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, which is a little unfortunate. I've been throwing way too many interceptions, but that's just the nature of me on the sticks. It's going to happen. Rushing numbers, Faison has been really good this year, 140 carries, 612 yards, and I think we're going to have to get him a little bit more because I want to get back in that running back recruitment. It might be too late, though. He might just go to Penn State because I think he's on campus during our bye week, week 11, which he might just end up committing to Penn State anyway. Nick Harbor's been fantastic for us. He's already got 1,200 yards. He's going to have more than that by the end of the year. He might even be close to 2,000 by the end of the year, depending on how crazy we get. But he's been phenomenal. I don't think he's in the Heisman vote, and he was at one point. Oh, he is. He's the leader. Awesome. I thought he dropped out because we hadn't used him for a little bit, but he is the leader in the Heisman. He's definitely going to make a trip to New York. That is for sure. He's going to get invited. I don't know if he's going to win it. It'd be awesome if he did, but I don't know if he's going to win it. But we're going to try. We're going to definitely try to get him to win it. We've got a road game against Ole Miss. They are an 84 overall, and so are we. What uniform should they wear? You know, a lot of people like the powder blue look for Ole Miss. I'm more of this kind of version of Ole Miss. This is the darker navy blue is more of my favorite Ole Miss uniforms. I don't hate the ones they wear now. The powder blue and the red combination's fine. I like it. Just reminds me kind of like a Houston Oiler type of jersey or something. I don't mind it. I think it's fine. It's just, I think it gets a little overrated by people saying, oh, it's one of the best uniforms in college football. It's a good uniform. I like it. I just don't know if it's one of the best. But that's just my opinion. We will take on Ole Miss on the road. I mean, all of these are must-wins at this point because we need to be undefeated to play in the SEC Conference Championship game. We also just need to be undefeated so we can keep winning and impress these recruits because obviously I don't want to come to a team that's losing, that's for sure.
This is a high-stakes collision, a game late in the year featuring 2 teams ranked in the top 25, each looking to make a move up and strengthen their playoff case. Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi, and Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home field of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway.
We will start with the football against Ole Miss in enemy territory. I think we have a good enough team to be able to beat this squad, but again, I've never played this Ole Miss team in College Football 26, so I don't know how good they're going to be. But here we come. We know how good we can be. As long as our top players, our impact players, play like they should, we won't have any issues. We will be perfectly fine to win this game outright. We do have to worry about the Stadium Pulse, even though it's not ranked as one of the toughest places to play presented by Lowe's. It is still a loud SEC crowd. We do have to worry about that a little bit, so. Starting off with a nice little dump off. Gets a 2nd and 5 quickly. We just got to get Just got to get things moving. And Nick Harbor chose to do the option portion of that route, which is a little annoying because if he would have kept going, he probably would have had the first down instead of 3rd and 1. That's all right because we'll just get it with Mazio Bennett, who's been pretty good this year. He's been quiet because obviously the star of the show has been Nick Harbor, as it should be. He's the best. But Mazio has certainly had his moments. We need to give the football to Rasul Faison. If we want to get back in this running back recruitment, we need a lot of rushing yards. Now, like I said earlier, it might be too late. He might just commit to Penn State regardless because we've had to take off our hours and we've kind of lost a lot of steam in the recruitment of this running back. But if there's still a chance, if we can force some sort of recruiting battle, maybe there's a chance he won't just commit outright to Penn State. Maybe we can persuade him to come here. Because a 5-star running back would be amazing, especially with 90 speed, because Faison certainly doesn't have 90 speed. Attaway, I think, is gone after the year. He doesn't have 80 or 90 speed anyway. But I think he's gone after the year. I'd love to have, and speaking of Faison, he's injured. He's always injured. This time it's earlier than usual, though. He doesn't usually get hurt that early. I guess his over the season wear and tear is starting to get a little bit too high. But we need to pound the rock. We need to get a lot of rushing yards. I'd say we have to average like 120, 130 yards a game just to keep the playing style above a B, which I think is what we need, a B or B minus, I think, something like that. So just keep it above that. That's a lot of yards, especially against good SEC defenses, or at least presumably good SEC defenses. TJ Daughtery injured on the play. We've done a good job to get into this red zone territory with the run game, but I think the run game might be starting to come down to the wire here, and that's a blitz on play action, and it's going to bring a big sack. That's unfortunate, man. The play action got me. I didn't know they were going to call play action, or a blitz on play action. I don't know why I called it. I probably thought that I'd have a little bit more time. That sucks. Going to have to get that away. That's going to be caught by Mazio. He gets us up at least a little bit closer. Do we take the field goal, or it's 4th and 7 from the 9? There is a chance we can get a first down without scoring. I feel like a touchdown is a lot better in this scenario. Harbor is going to get the touchdown. Who needs the first down when you got Nick Harbor scoring touchdowns for you? And he's going to salute the Ole Miss crowd. That's a big one. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to even get open there, or if I was going to have time to throw it, but we do end up having time. The throw on 3rd down to get Mazio up to like the 9 was probably the reason we scored there, because if we had to go any further, we probably don't get there. Good throw from Lenoris, good catch from Mazio, and now we go on defense for the first time. How is this Ole Miss team going to play on offense? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Damian Taylor, the junior running back, pretty decent, although he's pretty slow. He's even slower than Faison, and we know how slow Faison is. So, at least we don't have to worry about him gashing us with speed, that's for sure. I don't know if I've ever played this Ole Miss team between College Football 25 and 6. Maybe I played them once in 25. I don't remember. I know it has. If I've played them, it hasn't been recently or very often. Like if we play them once. Maybe in a playoff game or something. Because I didn't spend any time in the SEC in 25, I don't think. Because I was in the MAC. I was in the Big 10 mostly. I was in the Big 10, or the Big 12, I mean, the Pac-12, the Mountain West. I was in different conferences over there. I don't think I ever spent any time in the SEC. So the only way I would have played Ole Miss is if I scheduled them or if I matched up with them in the playoffs. I don't think I ever did. I can't remember. Oh, the quarterback keeps it on the read option. He's got room. Actually gets popped, though. He doesn't fumble the football, but he got popped. Austin Simmons, the sophomore dual-threat quarterback, takes it for a few yards. Did he get the first down there? I think they gave it to him. End of the first quarter. We lead 7-0. We need a big turnover here. Just get the Ole Miss Rebels out of rhythm where they don't have any momentum. They can't build anything. He did end up getting the first down. At least they gave it to him. Come on, Stewart. Oh, the pitch almost was horribly wrong for Ole Miss, but they ended up getting it off anyway. It only gets them a yard, I guess. so it didn't really go well. But I want Dylan Stewart to make an impact. He's actually been very good this year, kind of in limited quantities. The guy that's been amazing has been Brian Thomas Jr. He has been so good in the pass rush. He's probably been more effective in the rush than Dylan Stewart has been, which is kind of crazy. But I mean, it makes sense because when you've got a guy of the talent level, the caliber of Dylan Stewart, that kind of brings all the attention in his direction, and then that allows for the rest of the defensive line or linebackers or whoever it is to shine because they're getting the one-on-ones when Dylan Stewart's getting all the double teams and stuff. Quarterback throw is intercepted by Smith. DQ Smith with a pick. I don't know what the quarterback was thinking there. He tried to get a quick little throw on maybe a slant or something, and DQ was right there to intercept it. Good job. That's what we need. We needed some sort of turnover to get them off rhythm, to get our team building some good momentum here. That's going to be Smith, and Smith gets through. He got kind of a weird non-tackle from the DB there, and it worked to perfection because Michael Smith gets a big-time catch and run out of it. Play action. Ooh, let's not call play action for a while against Ole Miss because even though that worked, it almost went very badly and we took a big loss. We could have taken a big loss there, so let's stay away from play action for a little bit against Ole Miss because it seems like they are nonstop rushing against play action, which seems a little weird, but oh, that's deflected. Oh, what? 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 Are you serious right now? Are you effing serious? It's deflected by 15. It's up in the air. It's bobbled and caught on the shoulder by number 5, who I think is a D lineman. Let's see where he lined up at. He does line as a defensive end, as an edge rusher, and he catches this football off the bobble on his shoulder. What in the world is that? Are we for real? He's going to catch that. What are the odds an offensive lineman actually catches that? I mean, come on. And they're going to score a touchdown off the run here. You got to be absolutely joking, man. I know I throw a lot of bad interceptions, and I usually understand the way that it's caught because I usually throw it into traffic most of the time. That one is unbelievable. First off, the defensive end jumping and deflecting the pass. I mean, what are we talking about here? I couldn't get it away any quicker. And then for the angle that it took off of the guy's shoulder to bounce in the air like that, to be able to even be in play for a deflection. I mean, off the ricochet, off the Puma is crazy. Off the Prince Puma is insane. I don't even know. I'm stunned. I'm flabbergasted. My gasted has been flabbered. That's crazy. I don't know if we'll ever see an interception more unbelievable than that one. Thankfully, we get the first down there with Nick Harbor. Just a ridiculous catch. It does come back to hurt us as they score the touchdown off of it, and they are not letting us run the football. That is a fact. The football might not be able to be ran here against Ole Miss, at least in this half. Maybe they'll adjust in the halftime locker room and we'll be able to run again. I don't know. Throw that there for a couple yards. I thought that was going to be more open. The only incompletion I have so far is that interception, which is very annoying because I was actually being pretty efficient with the football. Oh, this is not good. They sealed the edge and they covered all my verticals. What am I supposed to do about that? We're going to have to break out the GOAT play. We got to break out the slot fade. I didn't want to do it, but it's a 4th and 7 and they made me mad. I can't help it. Oh, they brought a blitz off the edge. I didn't have time. Wow. Deshaun Womack he got unbelievable pass rush off the edge, off my left tackle. I didn't have any chance to even throw it to Arbor. I don't even know if he would have been open, but I didn't even have a chance to find him because I drop it my drop back. He's in the backfield before I even complete my drop back. We are getting unlucky the past couple drives here. Although Dylan Stewart cannot get the sack. He just throws it away before. Very annoying. We really should have had a sack there, but that's okay. 59 seconds. They're gonna get the ball to start the second half, so we're dangerous territory right here. Good tackle. That's 3rd and 8. They call their first timeout, which could be working in our favor if they end up kicking a field goal, because that could give us enough time to score as well. I'd love a sack here, and we're going to get it. It is Dylan Stewart with the sack. He tends to do a little bit better when I got to call a timeout there, so we have a little bit of time. He tends to do a little bit better when I'm not usering him. So either way, as long as he's producing, I don't really care. Good sack by Dylan Stewart. Pushes him back to the 29. It's a deep field goal, but they should drill this. And they do. It's right down the middle. So it's 10-7. We have to score before halftime so that we don't go down even further. This has to be a scoring drive right here. Unfortunately, we've kind of been victim to some very annoying things happening. Let me pull out that slot fade again if I can find it here. Let me pull out the slot fade. And we go for a one-play touchdown. It just has to happen that way. Nick Harbor's open. I didn't have enough time. My God. Can the offensive line block for a half a second longer? That time, Nick Harbor did have a touchdown, and I just didn't have the time to get it to him. This time, I actually do. He might not have it, though. Nick Harbor, incomplete pass. I mean, you got to be kidding me. The time that I had the one time I actually had a chance to throw it, he's not open. And now they're going to cover it because, of course, they are. Smith drops that because, of course, he does. You got to be kidding me, bro. We are getting so unlucky. The pass rush is out of control on the slot fade for Ole Miss. The pass rush in general has been crazy for him, and they're going to get the ball back with 15 seconds left because I thought I'd be able to get the first down there, but I got tackled too quickly. I thought I was going to be able to outrun him. So they're going to come away with at least 3 points, maybe even 7 points, which would make it 17-7. That'd be tragic. He does run into a sack, which is huge. A sack right there is actually massive. If we can get another sack, back-to-back would be crazy. He's going to find that end zone. Incomplete, thank God. That could have very easily been caught. And they will try for another field goal. Make it 13-7. This one's a little bit tougher of an angle, but he should be able to drill it. And he's not going to. He's going to hit it wide left. Wow. Wide left is crazy. That gives us one more chance. One more chance to hit a slot fade. I may have chosen the wrong side of the field, but we're going to run it anyway. One more chance at the slot fade. Harbor in the air. Come back to it, Nick. It's intercepted by Ole Miss. That's number 2 for Lenore Sellers. I should just went with the normal vertical play. Why is the slot fade not working? That's my go-to, man. That's my break glass in case of emergency type of play. You send Nick Harbor on the slot fade, and it works. That time, and any time I've done it so far in this game, it hasn't worked. Now, there was one time it was going to work, but of course, the one time it was going to work, I didn't have enough time to throw it because the pass rush got to me. All right. 2 interceptions from Lenore Sellers is very annoying. Both of them have been kind of BS. That one, I mean, what are you going to do? I threw it down the field. It's caught on a Hail Mary type of play. The other one, I'm not even going to talk about the amount of BS that was, but we got to get back in the game. We got to play a lot better. We got to play a lot better because if we play the way that we have been, especially on defense, we are going to get nowhere. But a big 3rd and 11. Dylan Stewart's right there. He forces a 4th down. No! What? No. You did not get the ball across. That is a 4th down. Get out of here. There is no way that ball is across the line. No, 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 no. That is a 4th and inches. Give me 4th and inches at least. He did not get that first down. There's no way. We stopped him short. You gotta be joking. He did not get that first down. There's no way he did. The first down marker is, I think, right where Juice is. Right where Coach Juice is. Actually, I think it's the 35. There is absolutely no way that can be called a first down. Are we serious? You're going to call that a first down. You're going to say the ball got across the line there before he goes out of bounds and touches out of bounds? What are we doing? That's a first down? Oh my God. I didn't think we could get any more screwed than the deflection interception. I was wrong. Unbelievable. And now we don't have a timeout. We wasted a timeout 30 seconds into the half, which is not ideal if this is a close game in the 4th quarter. Unbelievable. 3rd and 3, Dylan Stewart. I need something from you here. Or somebody. Nope, it's going to be a first down. Because of course it is. Of course it's going to be a first down. Of course I want to die. Somebody get there. Thank you. Shutting down the run. Loss of 4 on the play. I don't know if calling for a blitz in this situation is the best idea, but it was the only options we had, so we're going to call a blitz. And maybe it's going to be a good idea. Ooh, another sack for the boys. It might have ended up being a good idea. That pushes them all the way back to the 40-yard line. It is 3rd and 23. They are a long way from home. And it could be another sack. Dylan Stewart with an unbelievable pass rush. His 3rd sack of the day. Dylan Stewart, I mean, he had the Heisman ability, whatever it was, and he just obliterated the right tackle. There was no chance. He threw him down like he was a child. That was a really good sequence of plays right there. We needed something like that to happen so that we could actually get some momentum back on our side. Because right now, we have not been able to do much. Oh my God, the run game is out of control right now. We cannot run the football whatsoever. Why is it the one time I actually need to run the ball is the one time that Ole Miss is like, yeah, you're not going to run the ball today. 3rd and 5. At least he makes it a manageable 3rd down for us. But 10 carries for 44 yards is not going to get us out of the C- range for that running back. So, and I know I'm probably doing this despite like actually going to be working, because I mean we're probably not going to get in there, but the fact that there's a chance we could force some sort of recruiting battle is the only thing keeping me in the mindset of trying to run the football. Faison got hurt. You didn't even sometimes, man, sometimes that was a read option where I took the football and took the big hit, and Faison still ends up with an injury. Unbelievable. How do you get injured when I'm the one who took the brunt of the impact? You didn't even have the football. It was an option play. That's a risky throw. I shouldn't have even thrown that in the first place. I knew something, and now he's out for the rest of the game, I think is what that said. I don't even know. I shouldn't have thrown that pass, though. I knew how risky that pass was. I didn't press slide. I promise. I didn't press slide. I promise you I didn't press slide. I pressed Playmaker, and then when I was pressing Playmaker, I pressed the wrong button, and I accidentally slid. I'm going to unalive myself right now. This is unbelievable, the stuff that's happening right now. That's got to be... he had to have been across the line of scrimmage. The football's out as a fumble. He had to have been across the line of scrimmage, though. There's no way he wasn't across. They're not going to review it. Was it actually a fumble? Was he not across the line of scrimmage? The line of scrimmage is at what? It's like right behind the what would that be? Like the 28? No, the 27. It's like right behind the 27. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. Does he pass the 27? I mean, he gets as close as you're going to get. Your whole body has to cross the line for it to be like illegal pass or whatever it's called, whatever the penalty is called when you're across the line of scrimmage. So he gets close. He gets as close as you can get. All right. Oh, I didn't even check see if it was actually a fumble. No, that is 100% not a fumble. He was down so far. That's crazy. They're not even going to review that either. I'm not going to let them review it. That's not a fumble, I'll tell you that much. But I'm not going to complain about it because I need something to go my way. So we are going to take that as a fumble, even though it clearly was not. You cannot miss that block. The fact that that guy ran right past and didn't get blocked, I mean, the amount of BS in this game is out of control right now. I mean, I can't even comprehend the amount of BS that I'm suffering through right now. They are so, like, it's so annoying, some of the stuff that's happening to me right now. I can't even begin to accept it. That's going to be caught by Attaway. They give me the first down there, thank God. I thought they were going to give me inches on that one. All right, well, the way that this game is going, I think we need to... We have the number 3 seed in the playoffs, by the way. I think we need to try to make this the final drive of the game. If we can take this entire game down and win with like no time left on the clock by scoring a touchdown, I think that's the best course of action. Because the way that the game is going, I don't like having Ole Miss have another chance at this. So no matter what we have to do, I think... Oh my God, that was way too close to an interception there. I think we have to try and make this the final drive. As tough as that may be, and as bad as we've been on offense today, I think that needs to be the case. Unfortunately, the easiest way to take the time down is by, oh, I don't know, running the football, and running the football has been like non-existent today since the first quarter. They've really adjusted. This is not going to work, is it? I'm not going to throw a pick, that's for sure. Man, I am not happy. This is not going well. It's a big 3rd and 10. Got to go underneath. That's going to be Brown, and Brown's going to get the first down. Thank God. I thought he was going to get stopped short. I really did. That is a needed first down, obviously. Never mind. I think Mazio's got it. Mazio's got a touchdown. I had to take it. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I know that wasn't the game plan. We should have taken the time down, but I had to take that. Mazio had one-on-one. I couldn't deny Mazio Bennett a touchdown there. That was not the ideal situation to do because we didn't take near enough time off the clock. But our defense, for all the BS that's happened in this game, our defense has not played that bad. The only reason that Ole Miss has 10 points is really because of our offense. With the interception we gave them, which they scored in the very next play, and then the field goal because of the other turnover that we had where they got in the closing, they got closer than they should have been with good field position. So they've really not been that good on offense. And I say that, and they're going to absolutely cook me on this drive, which they're already doing. Brownlow Dindy injured on the play, because everybody's injured on every single play of this in this game for some reason. I may have to turn the injury down just a little bit. It is a little excessive, especially at the end of game scenarios. I mean, it's almost like every single play somebody's injured, which doesn't happen nearly as often in real life as it does in the game. I know that people get hurt in the end of the game, and it happens sometimes frequently, but not as frequently as this. I mean, it's every single player gets hurt. That's another big sack. That's another huge sack. That's our 5th one of the day. 2nd and 13. Every time we've dialed up a blitz, it's worked. Or at least it's been somewhat effective. This is a screen, which I did not expect. The screen goes against my blitz. That was a really effective screen call right there. I did not expect a screen whatsoever. That was the last play call in my mind, which is why they called it. Hand off to the running back. He's going to get the first down. I couldn't fill that gap because I was trying to go around the edge, and that was a bad idea. So they'll have 2 minutes left in the game. We just need something to go our way, whether it's another Johnson interception or a fumble again. That was pretty awesome. Or a hurdle. That ball's out. Somebody dive on it. It's a fumble. It's Collier. Or Culver, I mean, not Collier. It's Culver who's got it. Why would he hurdle? Was there a reason to hurdle? I got to see this replay. Was there a reason for him to hurdle? I mean, not necessarily. This feels like an excessive hurdle. So he sees that... Who is this on the ground here? Who is this? Oh, it's Murphy. He sees... I couldn't read it upside down. He's got Murphy on the ground, but Murphy's basically already up at this point. Like, he's up to the point where you don't need to hurdle, especially when there's like 5 yards of space where he could just run right. He could go right here through this gap and probably have a huge play, maybe even a first down if he breaks the tackle of the safety. But he chooses to jump, and that allows for Kilgore to get him. And Kilgore also reaches his arm up, pops that football out, and then we dive on it with Culver and get the ball back. I mean, the timing couldn't have been better. I asked for the fumble. We got the fumble the next play. But the fact that he hurdled makes no sense. Like, you don't need to hurdle in this play. There was no reason for you to hurdle. It seemed excessive, and it cost them dearly because that ball comes out. And hopefully, as the game glitches out, there we go. And hopefully, it means we can win this game very, very simply. They're going to call their timeouts. We're already prepared for that. But just a couple of first down wins this game. And Attaway already does a good job. I wish that Faison was not just constantly in purgatory by getting injured every single game, but he is. There's the second timeout called by Ole Miss. Another first down will win the football game for South Carolina. And Attaway is going to have to try and get it. It's 3rd and 4, the final timeout used by the Rebels. 1 first down wins the football game for the Gamecocks. Are we going to be able to get it? Nick Harbor drops it. 4th and 4. I'm going to go for it. This is very risky, but I want this to win. I want to win the game. I don't want to have to punt this back and put it in the hands of the defense again because we already got bailed out. So we didn't get it put in the hands of the defense. I can't believe this. The fact that Nick Harbor couldn't get a first down there is unreal. How does he not run away from the DB? Is the DB the flash? Like, what are we talking about here? We've put it in the hands of the defense in a much more dangerous field position. It's going to be a first down there by the Ole Miss receiver. They're going to score a touchdown. We might as well let them score because there's no way that we're going to stop them. So we might as well let them score so we have as much time as possible to get the job done. The fact that I couldn't get a first down there is just so frustrating. Stewart doesn't get the sack, but he brings him down after a gain of 1. I mean, we're wasting time with this. I feel like they're going to score regardless. So just letting them score, yeah, he's in. That wasn't even a let him score. That was just he was wide open. Not much I could do there. So we gave Ole Miss a free 7 points like we've done this entire game. The only reason they have... Oh my God, that's blocked. We can win on a touchdown. Oh my God, what is this game? It's 14-16. Not only can we win on a touchdown, we can win on a field goal. All we have to do is get into field goal range. I don't want to get into field goal range because I don't want to have to rely on a field goal to win, but the fact that we can win on a field goal is amazing. What is this game? Why is this game the way that it is? Why is this game the way that it is? I don't like it. I just want to blow teams out. That's all I want to do. I always want to just blow people out. But the game never lets me do it, does it? They always have to make it the hardest possible thing. Why can I never just tear through people and absolutely just obliterate them? Why do I always have to struggle so much to just get a little bit of motion? I'm actually going to call my second timeout. I knew that freaking timeout wasted on the challenge was going to come back to bite me because now I only have one more remaining, which I have to use in the right scenario. The fact that Nick Harbor can't break free here is just diabolical. I mean, come on, Nick. You have like 99 speed. You can't get through there? You can't run past the DB? What are we talking about here? I don't think he's going to be able to hear me, is he? No, the crowd's way too loud. He can't hear me. I threw almost a pick. Mazio, get out of bounds, Mazio. Good job. We are in pretty good field goal range. I'd like to get a little bit closer. I'd also like to get a first down. Or get a touchdown. If I have to kick the field goal, which I might just do. This is perfect field position. Or this is perfect lined up range. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to settle for the field goal. I'm not going to screw this up. Or at least I'm not going to play myself out of the game. I've gotten myself in great field position. We are literally centered up. Right down the middle. I don't have to worry about an angle or anything like that. It's a 47-yarder. We should be able to drill this with ease. It is perfectly placed, centered up. All I have to do is drill it. For the win. It's up. It is good. For a second there, I thought I missed it. We will win 17-16. That blocked extra point is magical, man. The impact that blocked extra point has is crazy. We survive against Ole Miss, and I do mean survive. It's mainly by my doing, I will say that. Well, I know, you know, I'm not going to take credit for that. I'm not going to take responsibility for almost losing this game. That was a bunch of BS in that game. I'm not going to take responsibility for that. So we survive despite the absolute BS that we suffered through in that game. We stay undefeated in the SEC. We get the win. And we also hopefully get some more recruits to commit headed into the bye week. I mean, a 17-16 game's crazy. So much stuff happened in that game, too. That's insane. We get locked out of 2 5-stars. Kareem Carmen and Thomas both commit to the schools we thought they were going to commit to. I really wanted to force some sort of recruiting battle, but we just weren't close enough. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't recruit him because of the playing style thing. They took my points off. So there was simply nothing I could do on that with Thomas. And the Kareem one is tough because Oregon just has more resources. That's all the problem there. So unfortunately, Josh Thomas does commit. But how's Penn State doing in the rush game? Are they getting a lot of yards? I don't remember what. I think, is he elusive bruiser? I don't know. They got 183 yards per game they're averaging. Yeah, he's elusive bruiser. I don't think he's going to decommit. Carmen's got pro potential. He's definitely not decommitting from Oregon. I'm just going to take Thomas off the board, man. If he does decommit, that's awesome, but Devon Claiborne, we might be out on him too. We don't have that great of a sell. I'll try it. It's an A+, a B+, and a D. It's not the worst sell you could ever have, obviously, but it's not a great one. Which one is it? It's this one. We'll give him the standard bearer. I mean, we'll try. We're probably out of this one as well. Especially because he was on campus a couple of weeks ago and he didn't like it, so we probably won't be getting him. Niles Burrell. We actually have a chance for a decent sell on him. What's he like? He likes playing style. We actually have a decent sell possibility for Niles Burrell. If we give him... Which one's it going to be? It's probably going to be this one, clocked in. So we'll give him that one. That's actually a really good sell. That's probably going to help us out a lot. Devon Tongues, we sent the house on, but he doesn't seem to be very happy with us. Georgia is making big-time progress on him. This one might just be done. We might not be able to do anything about that. George Beard, we're making good progress. We'll see what happens with him. We can send him on a visit. We can get him on a complimentary week 13 and 14. We might as well get him on 14 because he's got multiple different complimentaries, and it's against a better opponent in Clemson. So hopefully we can get the win there too. That'd be pretty awkward if we didn't. We've got 50 hours on a lot of different people. We got locked out on Alex Torrance. We got locked out on Brock Stacy. These guys we haven't got in after, and they're not even getting recruited very heavily. Can I take a peek at how good they are? This guy's got horrible awareness, bad speed. Edward Carruthers, I'm taking you off the board. You are not worth it. What about Brady Walls? He's got bad speed, but decent awareness. Is he worth it? He's probably going to have normal dev. I don't know if he's even worth going after. And then you got Lorenzo Sanko, who is a busted gem, and he doesn't look that good either. So not really hitting the mark there on the guys we added to the board. Hakeem Iheanacho, 81 speed running back is diabolical. I mean, 81 speed? Really? I'll keep you on the board. I'm not going to put any hours on you. If somebody else wants to come and get you, they can. I'm probably going to take Brady Walls off the board as well. He's just not worth it, I don't think. That's crazy. The 81 speed is just unbelievable. You might as well not even be a running back at that point. Why be a running back when you got freaking 81 speed? All right, so we'll add some other people to the board. I think we're just strictly left to 3 stars. I don't think there's any other 4 or 5 stars available. I think we checked that earlier, which kind of sucks, but that's the spot that we are in right now. That's so late into the year, obviously. Greg Megna. I'm curious about him, but I don't want to waste hours on him. We're down to just like freaking 2 stars. I'm not recruiting 2 stars. Do you know who we are? You think we're going to recruit 2 stars? Power rusher, pure power, JUCO power rusher, edge setter. I don't think edge setter is a very good ability either. Everybody's a freaking thumper. I mean, come on, give me a little bit of variety here. Everybody is a thumping linebacker. I get it. All right, we added a few people to the board. I definitely want to scout DeMarcus Stoner. Is he worth going after? 85 speed, not really. Nobody's even offered him anything yet. He's very under-recruited. He's already to his top 5, even though he's got no scholarships. 85 speed. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan, but he's got a fun last name in Stoner, so maybe we go after him. Tony Gels, I'm thinking about going after because we do need right tackle. So that could always be helpful. We'll go after him. I mean, what else? Do I just offer scholarships to everybody else? I think I just do. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Although 88 speed's not bad for a corner. Let's just offer schollies to everybody. Unfortunately, because I wasted those things, we can't offer one last scholarship, but we'll see what happens with the recruiting class. The portal's going to be big for us, I'll say that much. The portal is going to be big. That is for sure. That is faux show. We move in, and we got Tongues committing to Georgia, which we kind of just knew that was going to happen. And Gels, I put 25 hours on Gels. He locks us out immediately. I mean, what are we talking about here? The level of disrespect he just showed me. Whatever. You do you, big dog. Tongues goes to Georgia. The recruiting class is kind of low-key falling apart, I will say. We got a hard sell on Sam Manawai. It's going to have to be this one. Yeah, it's Gamber. That's A+, A+, A-. That's a really good sell. It's one of the best ones you can have. So maybe that can get us back in the race for Georgia Tech, who is on campus at Georgia Tech this week, week 13. Kind of annoying. Or no, maybe next week. Is it week 12? I think it's only week 12. My bad. Week 9 for Claiborne. I mean, the sell didn't really work, did it? we were probably just done with Devin Claiborne. That's probably just the way that it's gonna be. Not much else I can do about that. Magnum, we are making some progress, but we don't have a lot left to do we? We got to get him on campus. He likes championship contender. We'll do week 13 for him. Maybe that'll mean Oklahoma can't get him on campus. I don't know. Malvo, we can schedule him as well. We can schedule him for week 14 because he's got complimentaries. So we'll do that. Iheanacho, we're not going to, like I said, we're not going to put any hours on him. Stoner, I don't know if I want to put hours on Stoner. Chuck Hawker's got a crazy good sell from Clemson. I mean, that's an unbelievable sell. We'll try to get in the race, but it might not even be worth it. It might not even be worth it. We'll offer the scholarship to Paul Stacy. I need to put another right tackle on the board because we keep losing out on them. We keep losing out on right tackles. We've got Claiborne, but we're not going to get him, I don't think. He's a well-rounded pass protector, 6'7" agile. Agile, I think, is pretty good, right? Because they're pretty flexible. They can move around a little bit. We'll put a couple right tackles on the board, or a couple tackles, not just right tackles, but we'll put a couple tackles on the board, see if we can get in play for any of them, because we do need offensive tackles. They're probably not going to be anything special, but maybe we can get in the race. Nobody's even offered any of these guys a scholarship, so that helps us out a little bit. I mean, we can probably get in on somebody. We'll talk 25 on that guy. I'm just guessing on who's going to be good. We might be completely wrong on who we should put these hours on. We could be guessing completely wrong, but I'm just picking 2 tackles and putting hours on them. Maybe it'll be good. Jason Payne is a good name. That's a really strong name. I like that. We'll put 25 hours on him. And then we've got Matt Lockridge, who's a signal caller. We'll put 10 hours on him. And that will be our recruiting for this week, which we have the second game of the doubleheader against Texas A&M. It's a rivalry game. It's on the road, which I thought it was. We're the number 4 team in the nation. They're number 25. We have to win this, obviously. Let's spend some coach points. We have 34 points. We might as well spend them. We can get pretty close to finishing recruiting, can't we? Everybody is going to be a little bit more interested in transfer portal, which is huge. We've gotten to tier 3 on the recruiter, so that means all of these position groups are more interested in the transfer portal, which is actually really, really big. So that's good for now. That's all the points we can spend. And now we've got a rivalry game against Texas A&M. We have to win this, obviously. That's a given, a guarantee. And we need to not look as bad on offense as we did last episode or last game against who'd we just play? Who the heck did we just play? Why am I blanking on that? Who did we just play? We played Ole Miss. We looked horrible on offense against Ole Miss. Let's not hopefully look that bad against Texas A&M.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas.
Here we go against A&M, and we got to win, obviously. There's really no other way around it. I went with the combination of the white jersey, the garnet pants, whatever color red they call this, and then the black helmet. I didn't think we'd ever had worn it before. I thought it might be pretty fun. Oh, we're coming off of last season winning this rivalry game, 44 to, what did I say, 20 or something like that? So we got a little bit of momentum in the rivalry. And now we got me on the sticks. We're putting in the hands of me. Although we do come into the number 11 toughest place to play in the nation, presented by Lowe's. So it's going to be a loud place to play. We're not going to be able to make any audibles or any adjustments or anything like that. But maybe I can survive. That's a drop by Brown. We're off to a rough start already. They got some guys on campus today. They got some guys, some youngsters coming to campus trying to persuade them to come play for the Aggies. Well, we don't want them to come play for the Aggies because that means that they're going to come play against us. We don't want them to play against us. So we got to embarrass these boys and make them regret scheduling their on-campus visits during our game. Got lucky on that 4th down, though. That's for sure. Hand off to Faison. He cuts up the middle. He's just not very fast. He's just not fast. Which is annoying because he's our starting running back, but none of our running backs are that fast, really. None of our running backs are really that fast. Can I switch the pass protection to full slide max protect? Is that going to work? It worked better than it could have, I guess. Harbor gets the 1st down. I barely got the playoff as well. I was down to 1 on the play clock. I don't know if me doing the max protect affected anything, but I mean it did it better than if I didn't do that, I guess. Okay, that play, we got to take that out of the playbook. Get that out of the playbook. We tried that against Ole Miss and it didn't work, so that play we got to stop running. It just doesn't look like it's going to be very effective. It takes way too long, and the offensive line just doesn't block. Lenore Sellers brought from behind. Man, I thought I was going to have a lot more room than that. Lenore Sellers caught from behind. It's a big 3rd and 10. I got to get that away to Nick Harbor. He's going to get it, but he's not close to a 1st down. He's 5 yards short, which kind of upsets me because we're going to go for this. And we might not get it. I barely got that football off. Barely got it off. It doesn't get much closer than that. It does not get much closer than that. But we were able to survive, get the ball away. Hand off to Faison. He gets up the middle. If he was just faster, he could have a lot more yards in his career, that's for sure. He's got 656 in the season, which is pretty solid. But I mean, we're at the end of the year, and he doesn't even have 1,000 yet, so... Either we're not running the ball very much, which obviously that 5-star running back didn't think we were, or he's just not getting enough yards. Face on up the middle. That'll end the 1st quarter. We are driving down the field, trying to score a touchdown. Trying to score a touchdown. Hand the ball to Faison again. He's going to get shut down immediately. Gain of nothing on the play. That is just unbelievable. I'm going to find Brown. Just sit on it, Brown. There you go. 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 5. We're doing really, really well at limiting time of possession for A&M. We've taken an entire quarter off already, so that's already amazing. And now... we've taken a good chunk, or a little chunk, of the 2nd quarter. All to not score, because we can't score. We are physically incapable of scoring the football in the goal line situations. Find Harbor. He's into the end zone. When in doubt, feed Nick Harbor. That's all you got to do. So he gets in there. He scores another touchdown. He's probably not doing very well in the Heisman voting anymore. He's definitely not leading, I wouldn't think. He barely got any catches, or at least he got catches, but he barely got any yards in the Ole Miss game. We're going to have to hit him. Now that we're out on the running back, we're probably going to have to go back to just force-feeding Nick Harbor a lot of catches and a lot of yards. The Texas A&M offensive line could be pretty solid. I mean, they got a 93. Their center's pretty weak, but everybody else is pretty solid. It's going to be tough to be successful on the ground with the pass rush against this team. But I believe that's a really good one. It's a good rush on the tackle. Who's this quarterback for A&M this year? I don't even know. They're going to go out of the backfield to the running back. That was a bad idea. Johnson shuts it down for a gain of nothing. and it becomes kind of big, 3rd and 10. Get to the quarterback. We can't get to the quarterback. The tackle denies the first down. Concepcion, who I think was the guy who caught that. Oh, it's Marcel Reed is the quarterback for A&M this year. All right. Don't know much about him. Maybe he's a good player. Maybe he's not. I don't know. We're going to fair catch that. And go back to our game plan of taking time down and running the football, doing all the good stuff, doing the Lord's work. There's Faison, actually with some solid blocking. When we actually get solid blocking, we can run the ball well. I know it's a wild concept to even think about. You get good blocking, you can run the ball well? What? That seems like that shouldn't work, but that's what happens. That was what the heck was that? That was a wild throw to make. An even more wild catch to make. We go to the 2-minute warning. What did I choose? It must have been a pass, I guess. I didn't mean to press any button, but I was trying to skip through the animation there. Mazio Bennett with a big catch. Takes it all the way to the 20-yard line. The halfback sweep seems like a bad idea, but we're going to do it anyway. You got to at least try every bad idea at least once to make sure it is a bad idea. And it was. We won't be calling it the halfback sweep anymore. I'll tell you that much. Under a minute to go in the half. We start with the football, so they'll get the football. Oh, you son of a gun. I really wanted to throw that to square. Sellers denied at the 1. I really wanted to throw that square, but the A&M player covered it the last second. He followed it. I didn't think he was gonna. Faison, end zone, touchdown game, Cox. And we are into the end zone for the second time. Up, hopefully, 14-0. I can't begin to describe how big that blocked extra point was in the Ole Miss game. I mean, that was... Talk about destiny. Talk about fate. Man. We were destined to win that game because we got the blocked extra point. Nice tackle by Okoronkwo, whatever his name is. And we go back on defense again. We forced the punt last time. Wasn't that hard to do, actually. They kept throwing bad passes. That one's... Ooh, broken tackle. I hate those. I absolutely hate those broken tackles. But the clock is running, and they will not call timeout. They will let this ride. I guess they know that they have the ball in the second half. They're kind of content with taking it, I guess. Whatever. Go with a little wide receiver screen. He's down, and that is the half. We lead 14-0 at halftime. But we're looking pretty sexy. We are looking pretty good as night falls here in College Station. Trying to take down the Aggies, who are number 25 in the country. They've lost 3 games already. And I think 2 of them were in the conference, if I'm not mistaken. I think they had 2 losses in the conference. I could be wrong. We've only got 1 loss. Thankfully, it wasn't a conference loss. And I don't want my first conference loss, that is for sure. I would prefer a big-time win. Because then next episode, we got our 2 rivalry games. Well, somewhat. We got the Clemson game, which is obviously a rivalry, but then we got Coastal Carolina, which is kind of a rivalry because it's another Carolina team, I guess. Intercepted by Murphy, who is also the one who got jumped over in the Ole Miss game, which ended up being causing the fumble. He was the guy on the ground. And he comes up with a big interception there. Sean Murphy lurked it. He's a lurker archetype. He lurked that ball. That's a big turn of events. And Faison trying to get in there. Bryce Anderson injured on the play for A&M. I was trying to find some space for Faison to get in. He couldn't do it. Maybe this time he can. Faison will be denied again. They are 100% ready to stop the run here. They are saying, you might as well pass it because we are not going to let you in on the ground. I'll try it one more time. Maybe they'll let me in this time. They will not. And Faison is injured. It was a matter of time. It's a game that is played. So Faison's going to get hurt. That's just what happens. Death, taxes, and Rasul Faison hurt on the play. And we're going to be denied at the goal line. Wow. They stopped us at the 1-yard line we were there. And they shut us down. We could not run the ball into the end zone. I tried 3 different times. How could we not capitalize on that freaking interception? That's tough, man. That's real tough. Real tough. It's going to be a screen. Oh, what a change of direction. Oh my God, that was disgusting. Did you see him just like duck his head and turn like he's a boxer? I mean, that was elite footwork by the running back there. Wow. You don't see much like that. That's like pro level change of direction right there. And now A&M's got all the momentum in the world. I can't believe we got shut down. It was at the 1 yard line where we took the interception back to. That's where the guy Murphy got taken down at. We ended up being done at the 4. The fact that we couldn't just get 1 yard on 3 different carries. Well, maybe not 1 yard because we got pushed back a couple times, but the fact that we couldn't get in the end zone there on the ground, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. But we got to shut this down. We cannot allow A&M to get any sort of momentum because the crowd will get back into it and it'll be annoying again. We can't let them do this. He's going to get a touchdown, isn't he? Not a touchdown, but an unbelievable play up the seam. Amari Nyblack, I think is how you say that. I'm not saying it any other way. Oh, just this guy's footwork is out of control. I mean, he's like Muhammad Ali out there. He's floating like a butterfly. This is out of control. I've never seen a running back do this. He's dancing like he's on Dancing with the Stars. He's got spin moves. He's going crazy. Do you think if we stop him here, they kick the field goal, or would they go for it on 4th down? It'd be a little risky to go for it, especially with guaranteed points really right in front of you. But, I mean, we have to stop him here to figure that out anyway. So, he's going to find it. 1st down, A&M. The fact that we didn't get a sack there is probably more annoying than the fact that he caught that for a 1st down. We really should have had a sack on the quarterback. It's going to be quarterback keep. He's going nowhere. We were ready for that. Well, we weren't ready for it, but we contained it pretty well. This looks like a guaranteed run. They're in the I formation. It's got to be a run. And it is a run, and he's going to be denied. I thought he was going to spin around us and get in there for a second. Do they run it again? I mean, might as well. Their running backs have been lethal today. They're going to run it. He's going to get stopped. I thought he was going to break another tackle and get in. It's 4th and goal, and they will take the field goal. This is a tough one, though. You are right up against the goalposts at a harsh angle. But it's in, because it's at home, and of course he's going to drill it. They do take the points, which might be a bad thing. That's tough to say, because, like, obviously you want to get the field goal, or you want to get the touchdown. 14-3 is not the end of the world. You're still in the game, especially because it's still a lot of time left, but I don't know. That's a tough one. I probably would have gone for it and not gotten it, knowing me. Faison's risk of injury. My God, dude. Can you graduate already? I'm tired of you. You were built out of paper. You're not strong. You have no ability to take pain. Your risk of injury is always unbelievably high. I don't even run you that hard. I give you what? 10 carries a game before you're done? You're supposed to be my number 1 running back. They were ready for that run. I mean, some of the run defenses in college football is out of control. I mean, I try to hand the ball off and it's immediately shut down. You're telling me you broke off that quickly? I didn't know I was playing against freaking you Superman. What the heck is that? Get that man in the NBA with a vertical like that. Good God. Attaway up the field gets the 1st down. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Oscar Attaway, for the 1st down. We've made it to the 4th quarter. All we got to do is win the game. It's really that simple. Attaway's running pretty hard. I like Attaway. He might not be the fastest guy in the world, but he plays, which is something I can't say for Faison, really. Because after the 1st half, he's really just non-existent factor. Attaway's a good running back. We might have to go pretty heavily into the portal for a running back. Hopefully there's somebody available for us. Because recruiting a running back in freshman, like the high school recruiting, has not gone amazingly. Now we get the third string running back in the game. I don't know how he's going to fare. Not very well. It's not really his fault either. He kind of got squashed right there by no blocking. Luckily, we kind of got a good angle here, so we should be able to drill this, and we should nullify their field goal with our own. It equals out. It's back to a 14-point game. 2-touchdown advantage in the fourth quarter with 3.5 minutes to go, or 3:55 to go in the game. That should be a big enough advantage for us to hold on and win. But knowing me and my luck, or lack thereof, A&M's probably going to get a big play and score. He throws it. He's got his man. Decent catch up to run. Or, why do I always do that? Decent run after the catch. I always mix those up for some reason. Probably because I'm stupid. 2nd and 2. Dylan Stewart has not made as big of an impact as he did against Ole Miss. He will go out of bounds after getting the first down. Kevin Concepcion, who I am familiar with. I do know about him. Decent player. Probably going to get taken in the NFL draft whenever he leaves. This quarterback's got no time, and he evades, but he can't evade for that much longer. Dylan Stewart wraps him up. I thought he was going to get away from everybody there. That's a huge loss, though. That's 9 yards they lose. It is 2nd and 19. I mentioned Dylan Stewart not making an impact like he did in Ole Miss game, and he comes in and immediately gets a sack, so I'll take that. I will take that for sure. Incomplete pass. It's 3rd and 19 now. Let's do this. One more big play. They'll punt it away back to us. He's going to go deep. 1-on-1. Just knock it down, really. I don't care if you pick it off or not. It would have been nice if he picked it off, but they're not going to punt it back. I mean, I guess, I don't know why I thought they'd punt it back. It's 17-3 here in the fourth quarter. 3 minutes to go. You got to go for it, obviously. I don't know why I thought they'd punt it. Oh, that's unbelievable. Thank you. I thought for a second he was going to catch that. It's a turnover on downs for A&M. That's got to be the ball game, right? You got to think that we can ice it right here. Although I thought we could ice it against Ole Miss, we ended up not being able to get a single first down after the one, so we had to turn it over back to them. But we should be able to ice it against A&M. We've got Oscar Attaway out there. He's a good runner. The offensive line actually seems like they want to block for him. Well, maybe not on that one. But most of the time, the offensive line feels like they want to block. 2nd and 11. Handoff to Attaway. Wow. Number 21 was in the backfield before I've even completed my handoff. That was crazy. I don't know why he was in there so fast. A first down wins us this game. A field goal also probably puts it out of reach and wins us the game. 4th and 9. Do we kick the 35-yard field goal at a tough angle? I think we might have to kick this. Make it 20-3. I'm gonna try it. I gotta keep kicking field goals at tough angles to practice, make myself better. So we gotta take these opportunities. Here we go. I think I'm far enough away. It is up. It is in. 20-3. We lead over A&M. Our offense hasn't been as good as I wanted. It's been better than it was against Ole Miss, but it has not been as good as I wanted it to be. But again, we're playing a top 25 team in the nation on the road. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But we should move to 9-1 for the final episode of the regular season here in year number 1. We'll be undefeated in the SEC, and that is all SEC games taken care of because Coastal Carolina is not in the SEC and Clemson is not in the SEC. So we will be undefeated in the SEC conference, which is actually big because this game guarantees us, this win guarantees us a spot in the conference championship game because there's no other team that's undefeated. I checked the standings before I started the video. There is no other team in the SEC. Every other team has one loss at least. There is no other team that is undefeated in the SEC other than us. So we are guaranteed with a win over A&M, we are guaranteed to be in the conference championship game at the end of the season, which is awesome. Really, really awesome. And huge for like recruiting stuff to build our grades back up or get our grades even better than they are. Marcel Reed's got a lot of room. Marcel Reed down to the 1. Where was that at the beginning of the game? Why did Marcel Reed not do that more often? This game would have been a lot closer. He finds his guy back in the end zone, threw him out of bounds, basically. He threw him out of bounds. This has got to be a run. They're lining up in the eye. This has got to be a handoff. And it will be, but we were ready for it. We stop him for a loss. And now we just got a couple more plays to stop him here. 3rd and goal from the 5. Pass. Stewart going nowhere. Or not Stewart. Marcel Reed going nowhere. Brian Thomas Jr. the man to sack him. And now it's 4th and goal. Possibly the final play. Because, well, I mean, it has to be unless they score because they can't get a first down. They're going to go for it all. A broken tackle touchdown. I hate those broken tackles, man. It doesn't even give me a chance to register a tackle attempt because the guy is so close to him that he just like bounces off of him and he's good to go. Those are super annoying. A&M scores. They're almost definitely going to go for onside, obviously. Here we go. We're ready for it. It's going to go the required distance, but it's going to go right in the hands of Jacob, who goes down, and that should be the ball game. We will win against A&M 20-10, stay undefeated in the SEC, clinch a spot in the championship game, which is beyond huge for recruiting and grades, for like our championship contender and all that kind of good stuff. So that is a big win, much needed. Let's see if we get anything good to happen here. What do we do here? What's this? This is Dylan Stewart breaking the single season sack record at South Carolina. Good for him. I've been complaining most of the year about how he hasn't been productive, but the past couple episodes I haven't been complaining as much. He's been very good. We will move to the Coastal Carolina game for the next episode, them and Clemson. We get locked out on Claiborne, which I knew was going to happen, and then Cornell. I probably should have just taken the stuff off of him. I never like taking the stuff off because I always think there's a chance, whether that's stupid of me or not, I always think there's a chance we can get back in some of these battles, but our recruiting's really taken a big hit in this episode. We lost out on a lot of guys that I didn't want to lose out on. All right, we didn't add any recruits today, but we are very close to getting Cameron Daniel, who's on campus, I think, and he's on campus in the Clemson game. So is Sam Manuai. The cell worked on him. He's doing pretty well. I mean, how could it not? We have A+, A+, A-. It had to have worked. Burrell, we're trying to battle. The cell's working on him as well. We're getting closer. George Beard, we probably should switch to a cell for him. I don't know what he's going to like. Hard sell. He likes pro potential. We know that. There's got to be a better one with pro potential. It's not going to be that one. It's probably going to be Gym Rat. Oh, that's not a good sell, is it? Who has Gym Rat as their sell or their pitch? And a B+, a B+, and a C+. Is that even really worth going after? I mean, maybe. Because we're losing ground, so maybe it is worth it. We'll try it. Romeo Hurts. We can't get him on campus against Clemson, but we can switch to a hard sell on him because we have 2 A's, which should be, that's a soft sell. Should be good enough for recruiting, or for a pitch. Probably this one, Sunday player. I'm going to guess that one. Maybe that'll get us ahead of Michigan on that one. Fernando Rojas. We are battling with Oklahoma State. And we got a C+ for brand exposure. Man, how do we have a C+ for brand exposure when we're in the SEC? I thought all their games were on television. Dick Magnum. And yes, if we end up getting him, I am going to change his name to Magnum instead of Mangum. Dick Magnum. Looking good. We are trying to pull away, or trying to pass Oklahoma, catch up to them and pass them. He likes proximity to home. He's from Oklahoma, which is going to kill us, isn't it? That's probably going to be the reason we don't get him. That's probably going to be the reason we don't get him. Does he like proximity to home? He likes championship contender, which is in our favor, because we are a championship contender this year. It's probably going to be Hometown Hero. Do not be Hometown Hero. I can't sell Hometown Hero. It probably is going to be Hometown Hero. I can't sell Hometown Hero. I can't sell a D and a C. That's just not going to get us any ground over Oklahoma. So we'll try to get in some of these other 3-star recruitments. Again, I don't know how good these tackles are going to be, but I'm going in on them anyway. Jason Payne is a great name. Sounds like a guy who is like a spy, like an action hero or something. We're still leading on Iheanacho. I told you I'm not going to go after him. If he wants to come to us, that's fine. I've already offered the scholarship. I guess I could just take him off the board. But if he wants to come, I mean, 81 speed is just tremendously bad. It's so bad. Like it's diabolical bad. Here are the conference standings. We are clinched in the SEC. We will play in the SEC championship. Who's going to be our opponent? It could be Mississippi State. It could be Auburn. It could be Ole Miss. It could be any one of these top teams. We will find out in the next episode who it's going to be. But that is going to do it. We got one more episode to go in the regular season. Coastal Carolina and then our rivalry game against Clemson. What a way to end the year. We needed to win those final 2 SEC games. We did. They were a little closer than I would have liked, but we got the job done anyway. If you went on to enjoy this episode, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.